Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's a Sunday in New York. It's real late. My name is Peter Rosenberg. And today, in keeping in the theme, as we usually do about this time with real hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, Jay Worthy is in the building.
What's up, man?
What's good?
Shit, I'm out here in New York, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yo, man, took the trip from L.A.
Yep, took a trip from L.A.
Got the new project out right now with Currency.
That's right.
Umbrella Symphony.
Umbrella Symphony.
We're going to play some joints off of it. But let's get people familiar who aren't familiar about the Jay Worthy story, where you came from and how you came to be and how long you've been grinding, because this is not your first rodeo.
Man, as far as music goes, I'm kind of a street dude. You know, I've been in the streets kind of my whole life, and I always been around music, but it wasn't until I made this like one record with Sean, and we got the little homie Dash on it, and Yams was kind of like, he the one who just came out and was like, yo, I really like what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, yeah, like, I really wasn't taking it too serious. And, he was like, come to New York, man, cut some records with me. So I got on the plane and I went to New York and we started working. And then I went back to Vancouver, where Sean's from, and we started working on this project. We started I found a producer that like really knew what I wanted to do. Like my vision, back in the days, I would go to studios and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like loop this sample up for me. And they'd be like, man, that's whack. I got beats for you. And I'd be like, bro, I don't want to rap on no beats. I just want to rap on loop samples. You know what I'm saying?
That was just always your vibe?
Yeah, man, because I grew up listening to like a lot of oldies and stuff. My pops, like, had a lot of records and just.
So you like Ghostface?
Love Ghostface.
Like, you just take a loop and rap on it.
I love that. See, when he did that, what was that?
Holla.
The Delphonics was the first one I probably
La
heard.
La La
the
means
La
I
La
love
La
you.
means I love you. I was like, this is what I've been trying to do. This is what I've been doing as a kid, just in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got oldies like stations that just play oldies all the time. So, you know what I'm saying?
You would just want to rap on the song.
On the song, over it, just like Ghostface. Or if I could find the right loop,
Then
to
you could
get
loop
out
it either way.
Yeah.
But that was such a crazy thing when Ghost did that, and you like realized, wait, he's rapping on the whole song.
Bro, he's rapping over them.
Yeah, like
Which
they're
was
still
like-
singing. And then the only thing that matches up is when he gets to the hook, he lets that be the hook. It's genius.
It's crazy because there's no loop in that. I think he just lets it ride. Yeah.
It starts from the beginning with the crackling of the record. Doom, 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 doom.
It's amazing.
I might have to play a clip of that right now. Jay Worthy in the building. London Drugs on the set. Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver, London's very confusing, bro. I mean,
Well, I'm from Compton, but I got roots in Vancouver. Sean's from Vancouver. You know what I'm saying?
I love Vancouver. It's a underrated, super
very
underrated city. Unless you spent time. It's not underrated by people who've been there, but it's underrated.
It's a hidden secret.
Yeah, like when people talk about Canada, they talk about Toronto, Montreal, with good reason, because both are phenomenal.
Right.
But Vancouver is totally different vibe-wise.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Right.
Like I had a great experience in Vancouver. I was only there one time. I was only there very
Really?
briefly. Yeah, I got to go back. I was there very briefly, and it was great.
That's where we record all our music. Like I don't record all my music. I just go over to his. I take my flight, go back, shack up at his, and that's where we record.
And just and summertime in Vancouver?
Yeah, summertime in Vancouver.
On the water.
I'm out of here on Friday. I'm going.
You going to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Back to the lab.
Yeah, back to the lab. Yep.
So, what are your thoughts generally, besides your project Umbrella Symphony, which is out right now? Is there anything that you're currently really enjoying musically, culturally? Doesn't even have to be music, but just the way that you're finding, the way that you're spending your time when you're not working.
Yeah, I mean, I just growing up and getting older, like, I used to just love hanging out with my homies and just being out in the streets all day, and now it's like, just growing up, like I find time for myself. I'm good with like being alone. Before, where the homies at? Oh, y'all at the park. All right, whoop, I'm pulling up and all that. But it's like, you get older and you start getting busier. And I guess as life goes on and work gets busier for you, that's just kind of how stuff goes. But
So what do you do when you're chilling by yourself? What kind of stuff are you?
I mean, man, I've been trying to get my exercise on, man. You feel me? Just go on more walks and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Trying to stay active.
Just trying to stay active, man.
And what do you listen to when you're out?
Man, I'm like I said, I listen to still like a lot of oldies and R&B, man. You won't catch me listening to a lot of rap, but I will say I'm really proud of the city right now. Like we got a lot of great young talent
In LA.
In LA,
Yeah, for sure.
a lot of great stuff coming out right now. You know, and those is all my little homies. So I'm happy to see that movement and. You know, it's getting shine, and you know, a lot of great stuff is coming out of LA right now.
Yeah, it's been consistent. I mean, how many different people keep dropping projects that are meaningful? You know, last year, Nipsey's project, rest in peace.
Amazing.
J-Rock out of nowhere comes,
Crazy, you know.
smacks you upside the head. Didn't know that where that was coming from.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he has the biggest project he's ever put out. You know, at this point in his career, to drop that was phenomenal. Plus the underground that's always been, you know, so consistent.
Right.
LA is such an interesting city to me because I just have always thought there's so much more up on hip hop ish than you would think.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
you would think New York. Ebro and I was talking about this. New York is way more mainstream than people realize. Like, don't get me wrong, there are heads here for sure, but I really feel like when I DJ'd in LA the other day, I did a little party. You know, the Lock and Key party on Sundays with Sean G.
Yeah.
So I played a little set out there.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like a pretty mainstream crowd.
Yeah.
But like you feel like in LA you can get away. Like I played a J-Lib record. Like
Fire.
you could play Dilla and Madlib and weird stuff. And there's actually way more of a home for it there than you would think.
Well, you know, that's interesting because in LA, like even back in the day, man, I remember, you know, you would have like the gangster rap stuff going on, but then you would have like the Good Life Cafe and like Project Blowed and these type of artists coming in LA, and that was like his whole own thing, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's nowadays everything's kind of blending together, but LA definitely got like some heads that
when I was doing
stuff.
college radio, half the stuff I was playing was like Loop Pack, Exhibit, Tafari.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? There was so much different hip hop from LA that was constantly playing, man. Well, listen, man. Speaking of artists from LA, his name is Jay Worthy. He's got a project with Currency out right now, Umbrella Symphony.
Yeah.
So people can go cop this wherever.
Everywhere, you know, iTunes, Spotify, however you want to stream it, buy it, it's out there.
You did physical too or not?
We with Fat Beats. We did a vinyl run
but
too. They sold out. Yeah.
Okay, bet the vinyl's gone. So go stream that right now. Umbrella Symphony, Jay Worthy, and Currency. The project's out right this very moment. London Drugs, of course, on all the beats. Yo, appreciate you for coming all the way across. And
Yep, for
taking the
sure.
trip.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. The throwbacks next. It's real late on Hot 97.